Welcome to another Cream Rises Up bite-size episode.
Elon Musk's SpaceX is forging a new tie-up with wireless carrier giants T-Mobile, which both companies say will eliminate the mobile dead zone. If this venture becomes successful, it's going to be a massive leap forward in terms of providing satellite-based cell services for remote areas. Using its existing mid-band spectrum, T-Mobile plans to enable cell phones to connect to SpaceX's Starlink satellites, bringing coverage to remote areas without any existing cell service. For the uninitiated, a mid-band spectrum is a radio frequency that falls between the 1 GHz to 6 GHz range. Currently, 2G, 3G, 4G, and 5G cellular networks use this spectrum to facilitate communication between compatible devices.
This service will employ a dedicated slice of mid-band 1.9 GHz PCS spectrum to be integrated into the Starlink satellites that will be active next year.
If the service launched without any hiccups, Starlink second-generation satellites can broadcast directly to cell phones. Concerning this new and exciting venture, T-Mobile CEO Mike Sievert said, quote, "It's a lot like putting a cellular tower in the sky, just a lot harder," unquote. Some would say this is a marriage made in heaven between two giants in the telecommunication industry. Cell phones that are capable of connecting to a satellite network are not a new thing, but cellular carriers joining this bandwagon is another thing.
T-Mobile execs claim this new collaboration with SpaceX is in alignment with their mission, which is all about connecting people beyond the reach of T-Mobile's cellular network, including on airplanes. SpaceX's deal with T-Mobile is even bigger than what was initially taught. Elon Musk, the founder of SpaceX, stressed that a lot of this is about making sure people have the ability to connect when they are out of terrestrial cell phone range. Even if all the cell towers were taken out in a disaster, the phones would still work due to the satellite connection. This, of course, is a huge deal when it comes to getting in touch with people in times of power outages and devastating tsunamis. The new service won't have the kind of bandwidth that a Starlink terminal would have. And it's not supposed to serve as a substitute for ground cell stations, which will offer far superior service in urban and suburban areas. However, Starlink CEO Elon Musk said that the service will nevertheless be a massive game-changer. The service, he stressed, is to provide basic coverage for areas that are completely dead. According to Musk, each cell zone should have a capability of 2 megabytes to 4 megabytes, which amounts to supporting thousands of voice calls and millions of text messages. Musk seems confident when it comes to the quality of call reception people will get when the service will launch next year. He said, "We're confident it will work if it's in your pocket or in your car." According to Musk, constructing the infrastructure is going to be a tremendously demanding task. It requires constructing a very advanced, very large antenna that can pick up a cell phone's very quiet signal. The antennas will be added to the Starlink Gen 2 satellite constellation. Signals from cell phones will have to travel hundreds of miles before it's caught by a satellite, which is traveling at around 17,000 miles an hour. The antenna then has to compensate for the Doppler effect of moving so fast. If this joint venture between T-Mobile and SpaceX proves to be successful, it will be a godsend for those who are stranded in remote places where it is impossible to establish communication using regular cell services.